Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Green Light Weekend podcast. My name is Brian Nystrom, and if you've been listening recently, you know that we have a sponsor. The Green Light Weekend podcast is sponsored by Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. Check out their website at deadroomcomedy.com, where you can subscribe to weekly one-liners, get an email every Monday with original jokes to laugh through the workday. Also, check them out at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, where you can find sketches, stand-up clips, and find out when live shows will resume. I know it's a hard time for everybody, but it's a real hard time for comics and entertainers. Our whole goal is to get people together, and obviously we can't really do that right now, but one way you can support them is subscribing to these weekly one-liners. They actually pay the comics that supply the one-liners, so it's a good cause if you want to look at it that way. I'm a comic, and I submitted a one-liner that they used, so it was good to have an extra $5 is all I'm saying. Shout out to Dead Room Comedy. Our guest this week is a good friend of mine. His name is James Mirabal. If you're an OG listener, you've heard me talk mad shit about James. Despite all of that, I love him. Hashtag fuck James. But yeah, James Mirabal, it was good to have him in studio again. It's been a long time. This was the first time we've had him in with Dave as a co-host, so it was a really interesting dynamic. They related on a lot of music stuff that I don't really relate on with either of them. So it was really cool to see, a little bit of a friendship blossom, and it was good content. We talked Philly cheese, we talked comedy, we talked episode 100, we talked about our old podcast, Colorado Calling. You can find that on SoundCloud or Apple Podcasts, whatever. James says he's going to start it back up, but I don't believe him. Before we get to the episode, shout out to the Whiskey Reel podcast, Durango-based podcast, good friends of ours. We've done collaboration podcasts with them. Check those out if you haven't heard them. They are fucking ridiculous. Aaron Brandis was so goddamn drunk when we recorded ours that it just got out of hand, but in true Greenlight fashion, we rolled with it, obviously. Yeah, and also shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava People. James Mirabal is part of that band. He is the one that produced the songs that we use for most of our intro music, including this one. This song is exclusive to the Greenlight Weekend podcast. It has not been released anywhere else but the Greenlight Weekend podcast. So, without further ado, I hope you enjoy Ethan Esparza and the Chava People's track Wake Up, and this week's episode with my boy James Mirabal.
Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could have died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals. Giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like what my name is. Ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting. Summer day smoke escape. PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit.
And we're here. We're back.
What's up?
God damn it. Working as a line cook is way harder than I thought.
Well, it's a high volume, man, where you're at.
Yeah.
Where'd you burn yourself today?
Whatever the little Zoom oven thing is that makes nachos.
I meant
Where on
on
the
your
body?
body.
On my finger. It's on my finger.
A little burn. Oh, that's nothing.
I know, but it's just happens to be the place where I hold pizzas to cut.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything I do is with that little portion of this finger.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it hurt like a bitch when it happened, but
Yeah, dude.
didn't
What's
drop
that,
the
your-
motherfucking nachos.
Wait till you get those like long pizza oven ones on your arm, dude. Reaching in.
I've done that on power washers and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
be fine.
As long as you don't cut your jerk off hand,
I mean, that's the hand I hold a knife with, so almost impossible.
You'd become ambidextrous if you had to.
Oh, I broke my right collarbone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could jerk off with my left hand.
Yeah.
I could also play beer pong in the wind with my left hand,
Well,
so
that's impressive.
come at me, son. I got real fucking handy, with my left hand. Just sounded stupid to say when I was saying it, but I couldn't think of a better word. Proficient.
Very stupid.
Awesome.
Yeah, James Mirabal's here.
Hey, what's up?
I mean, we'll do an intro.
It's been a while since I've been on the show.
Probably won't actually introduce you,
No.
but we used to have a a thing on the podcast called Fuck James.
Mm-hmm.
And every time anything bad would happen, we just say Fuck James.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To be fair,
I'm their scapegoat. Anytime something goes wrong in their lives, they just blame it on me.
James
Okay.
has also shown up out the window while we're recording a podcast.
Just like right out this window.
Well, out at Phil's
was-
house.
it was
Over
at Phil's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, window was open because it was hot as balls, and he's just sitting out there. And then he makes himself known, and it scares the fuck out of everybody.
Was there a guest?
No, it was just me and Phil.
Okay.
James was maybe supposed to be the guest. I don't know.
No, that
He just did a fun thing where if I told him we were podcasting, he might show up.
Yeah.
So it was always like 50-50.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, quick thing. Can you turn these headphones down a little bit? You are blasting in my ears. Yeah. Hey, I
Check.
I
Better.
appreciate that.
Is that better?
Yeah. Thank you.
Word.
You know that reminds me of a virtual concert I did with Eldergrown a few weeks ago. I was guesting on the drum set, but I was handling the cameras and stuff. So we had been an hour into the set, and then finally it was time for Paul to get up front and rap, and I was going to jump on the drum kit. I jumped back up there, and I put on his headphones, and I'm just like,
Blasting.
2, and then boom, like holy
Oh,
shit, dude! I'm drumming too, so I'm like trying to knock them off my ears with my shoulders as I'm drumming.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it hurt.
Yeah. That could cause some serious damage, dude.
Yeah, probably lost some life off the old ears on that
Yeah.
one.
That wasn't your first incident.
No.
So how do you do virtual concerts? Like, is it like a Zoom mic concert? Like,
We live stream, and so we'll set up sound, and we'll set up all the cameras, and then I'll hook everything into my laptop, and I run what's called OBS, Open Broadcast Software.
okay.
And then I use a stream key for Restream or Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're using. Pop in your key into the program, and within the program, I control camera cuts. I control text on the screen,
Levels.
levels and stuff. Yeah, fades, camera fades and stuff.
Badass, man.
So yeah, it's
James
fun.
is a handy motherfucker.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it. Yeah.
I do some things.
That shit's awesome.
And most of the songs we've ever played on the podcast, James produced, which is also
Top
Yeah.
quality producing, by the way. I didn't know that. I
Thank
didn't
you.
like the hip hop songs too and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
sounds really good.
And
I
he's
didn't
playing
know-
bass on a lot of them and guitar
yeah?
on some of them.
Man.
Yeah, I wrote all the music and produced it, and then our homie Ethan Esparza wrote the raps.
like
and,
you made the beat.
uh-huh,
Oh
yeah.
man, that's
Yeah,
such
unless-
a nasty beat.
Unless
dude.
there's
The main one.
a real drum kit on there, then
Uh-huh.
that's our boy
That's
Evan
That's
Stamler.
Evan. Okay,
Yeah.
cool,
Dave
awesome.
knows Ev.
Yeah. It's a combination of electronic beats that I produced, and
Yeah.
then Evan doing his thing on the drum kit.
Oh wow, that's badass.
So-
Yeah, I didn't know you like made those beats. Like the main one we use with
Uh,
Ethan Esparza. Oh man,
I mean, all of them. I
Yeah.
produced all.
all of them. Wow.
Trip's got
Oh.
some stuff going on in Norway that he
Oh,
sent
did
me.
you use some of those?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've
okay.
used some of those just to mix it up. you
Oh,
know?
yeah, for
But
sure.
since Wake Up came out, that's all I'm using for the next 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys might end up hating it, but it's my favorite.
Wake
Dude,
Up
that
hasn't
sucks.
even come out.
It came out on this podcast.
Yeah.
The only
This
way-
is the first place it became public.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Actually,
Just
on an
sitting on my
Instagram
hard drive.
video with going through Treenette Willie's house.
Yeah.
That's the first time it's been released.
Nice.
Ethan Esparza and
Yeah.
the Chava people.
Now, this is my first time sitting down with you, Dave.
Yes,
Is your full name David, or is it just Dave?
it's David.
It's David?
Yeah.
Did someone,
Daverly.
did someone steal your ID?
What? No.
Okay.
Why?
Because everyone calls you Dave.
So, yeah. No.
Most people named David. I feel like a
It's
lot of
just-
people call Dave.
Yeah, dude. I've actually never.
Just kidding.
If I had a friend named Richard, you best
That's-
believe I'm calling him Dick.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down with a couple comics, and that's my try at a
That's your
joke.
attempt. Okay, all right.
Let him warm up.
Yeah,
it won't
yeah,
get much
it's
better,
okay.
but
Shut the front
I thought
door.
it was a legit question because somebody, when I first started at Steelworks, they're like, "Is Dave your full name?" I'm like, "No, I've never even heard of that happening. Like someone being born.
some white trash shit. Just like 4 letters, full name.
Like, is that short for anything? Like, yeah, it's short for David. I mean, I just couldn't believe I was asked that before. So, and it was here in Colorado, in Durango. So I was like, maybe that's a thing out here that people just don't know that that's. Yeah, I didn't know you were joking. Thank
Totes.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Oh man.
I like Ed because it could be Edward or Edmund
Or Edwin.
or Edwin.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
had a friend named Edwin.
That makes sense.
He recently passed away.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's bummer.
sad.
Well, he was like 87 or something like that.
Oh,
that makes
shit.
sense.
Yeah,
It makes sense that his name was Edwin and
He-
that he passed away.
He was badass. Like, he told me parts of his life, some little life stories here and there while I was working with him. And he lived in New York City at one time, and he met his wife in like Paris or something, and then
Texas or France?
Paris, France.
Just check it.
And so he moved back to New York, and he proposed to her via snail mail in a letter.
Mhm.
And
What
and
is snail mail?
letter
Mail. Just mail.
Okay.
regular
Mail.
mail,
Well, yeah,
paper
he's old.
mail.
Yeah, that's all they
So that's all they had.
had. Pre-internet.
So, but this motherfucker proposed through a letter, and she said yes.
Yeah.
And they met in Mexico City.
I bet that was the most romantic letter.
Oh my
I bet I
God.
couldn't write something that romantic.
I know you could.
Seriously.
All I got the dick
Jeez.
jokes. I don't.
Dear Gwendolyn, I think about you every night when I'm stroking it.
My member is
Marry me.
throbbing at the thought of you.
Marry me.
Yeah, my member is throbbing at the idea of marrying you. That's how I do it.
But yeah, so she said yes in a response.
Was her name Gwendolyn?
No, I just
Oh.
made that up.
I was gonna say
Uh,
Edward and Gwendolyn.
Yeah,
Jesus.
She said yes in a response letter. So he waited. He said he didn't get her response letter for like 3 or 4 months.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Overseas. I mean,
Yeah,
they
imagine
traveled by boat.
imagine waiting that long for your response, like on being on edge. Just like, did she say yes?
Yeah, think about how you feel when somebody doesn't respond to a text in a few minutes. Wait
People don't know.
3 or
Especially
4
when you're asking
months.
for cocaine.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
3 or 4 months,
Yeah.
but for like a life-changing decision, like you're just sitting there every day wondering if she changed her mind. Or
Yeah, but she said yes, and they met in Mexico City, like some months later, and got married
In
Right
Mexico
on.
City?
in Mexico City.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I was just thinking, I waited 4 months to find out my marriage to my job was over. In March, I was like, okay, I'm going to lose my job. And then they're like, no, we're going to keep you around. And then I was like, cool, we're all good. And then I bought a Harley. And 10 days later,
Yeah.
they're like,
You're
You're fired.
Yeah,
We're done.
which I understand.
Yeah.
you recovered quickly.
Very.
Well, Brian's a hard worker.
I get by with a
Yeah.
little help from my friends.
Yeah. That's what I like about this small community of ours. I mean, if you're a good worker and you got a good rep, there's plenty of work around.
I got
Yeah.
offered like 5-6 jobs.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have been a logger, could have done construction, could have worked at
Nice.
another restaurant. Like
Nice.
I just had options, but I figured Steamworks is by far the most successful restaurant in town, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah.
I would
by
totally
far the
100%,
busiest,
yeah.
you know? And it just seems like there's potential. And Dave, he's a bartender now at Steamworks sometimes. He serves and bartends.
You're working into the bar?
Yeah, well, I was right before
Oh, yeah.
quarantine. Now there's because there's not an actual bar. We can't serve drinks over.
Mhm.
So they require like maybe 2 bartenders a day now, opposed to where before it was like 5 on a busy day.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just have somebody basically making drinks for the waiters and stuff,
Mhm.
and to-go drinks
and
and
half
stuff.
the customers at max, right?
Oh, less than half. Like we're at like 20% capacity.
Yeah. Everybody.
So they
In the
just don't
kitchen.
need it. They just don't need us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of us bartenders, so
Right.
just waiting tables still.
Yeah, well, I was drinking
Doing
my
good.
shift beer. They were all just like, so I was like, it got a little crazy there for a minute, and everybody was like, dude, you're so lucky you started doing this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
It would be
Just
way
to learn.
crazier.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It gets so crazy.
Do you always hold your mic during podcast?
no, I was
Like that? Just
I
like
was
that? No?
checking the tautness of
Oh.
the.
Oh.
I just didn't want to be fucking up a mic cord,
Oh.
especially sitting here next to you, because eventually you're gonna point it out.
Yeah, I probably would have.
I know.
I was just about to say the same at the urinal. Son.
Oh, but my whole point about Dave doing what he does at Steamworks, it's great. Like, it's great on a resume. Pretty much
Mhm.
anywhere you go. You know, if
Oh,
you
yes.
served for this restaurant and you have like, is it a beer sommelier?
It's called a cicerone.
Cicerone.
Cicerone, yep.
So you have that and bartending, and it's the most successful, busiest place in town.
yeah.
Like that'll help going into the future if we go to Phoenix or wherever we end up. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I thought
resume
Steamworks was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, if you have the experience cooking,
Mm-hmm.
that really helps you find a job
Mhm.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So you're on the line.
Line.
Nice.
Mostly making pizzas and nachos and shit right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
chopping chicken, fucking
Chopping it.
Yep.
fun.
Chopping them titties.
Watch those fingers, dude. Evan cut the shit out of his thumb yesterday. Like almost the tip off.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude,
Evan cuts himself all the time.
True. I mean, this is a fair. That's that he does. He
But
hurt-
no,
he hurts himself all the time.
Yeah, I saw some dude fucking flying with a knife earlier, and I was like, I'm gonna be slower than that, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Like, I'll step it up. Like, I'm
Right.
cutting apples and fucking limes and chicken way faster than I was the first day already. But that little extra confidence, it's like when you can first start going fast on a snowboard. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So you do.
Right.
Like, you can carve at slow speeds, but it builds this confidence inside, and then you go 60, and then you face plant.
Just keep them fingers curled.
That's No, I was watching everybody today, just like chop in, and because I know I'm gonna be there in a week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. There's no need to try and go as fast as you can, man.
Oh, I learned that very quickly
Yeah.
with pizza.
Especially yeah, you got to get it out, but like when you rush and shit, that's just gonna increase your chance of fucking it up and then just having to make it again.
Yeah, I fucked up one kid's
Take your
pizza
fucking
so
time.
far,
Yeah.
and luckily Tony is cool as shit.
Yeah.
And showed me what to do.
Turbo shift it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep. that's the one.
Yeah, it takes like 8 minutes like that, opposed to 15 and the other thing.
Right.
So, what episode are we on here?
So this is quarantine 26. So it's unofficially 125.
Okay.
But we're not doing episode 100 without Phil.
Okay.
And technically we're still in quarantine, so it's actually convenient.
That's true.
I don't quite see the logic in that, but
I just didn't want to do episode 100 without Phil. We did 99 together, and then COVID hit. So Phil found out if he was exposed, he would be unable to go into the birthing room for his child. So he just stopped coming, which makes total
he's
sense.
a dad now.
But I just don't want to do episode 100 because that's supposed to be our celebration.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want the 100. We're maybe going to do some drugs. You know, Dave's going to be here. We're going to get fucked up. It's going to be great.
Nice.
Grand.
Oh, is he doing good with the babe?
Yeah, the baby is so had to be on oxygen for a little bit. I think it's basically due to the high elevation, you know. And but baby's off oxygen now. Killing it. Healthy.
Good.
Yeah. Cuz at first it was like 24/7 on oxygen, and then she just went to nights just when she was sleeping. And then now she's off.
Nice.
That's what's up, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Baby Kai Schneider.
Nice.
Kai Schneider. Sounds like a Street Fighter character.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a general in the.
Yep.
SS.
No, Schneider's very German.
Yep.
Well, what else is happening? You guys got a bunch of listeners, and do you get comments?
Sometimes.
Do people any?
I had people giving us shit for not social distancing and wearing masks properly.
Oh, yeah?
And every time I just put, we're all in an orgy group together. Like,
Nice.
fuck yourself.
Nice.
It was always another dude, too. Just
Yeah.
like, we all fuck each other.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
If one of us had COVID, we all have it already.
Yep. Oh, God. That's hilarious.
I wonder if there's gonna be a spike after this
And
4th
then,
of July.
thanks for
holiday.
listening.
I know, man.
Gotta thank him. Gotta thank him.
I mean, there was a spike after the protests, you know?
But I mean, you mean because of all the tourists coming to Durango? Yeah, I've been thinking that too because I wait on all
Oh,
these
it's spiking
fucking-
down.
I wait on all these people, and I'm like, dude, there's so many people coming from out of town. It's really not hit me, dude. I feel a little off.
I feel a little.
I think I'm not pointing it at you.
Yep.
96.
All right.
96. That's
96.6.
Low.
Come here.
I'm always in the 96s.
95.7.
woo.
I wasn't real close to you, but nobody's burning up.
Yeah.
Nobody's burning it.
I got mine taken this morning at work, so
Yep.
Nice.
we good.
They're taking it at work.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
They check everybody.
Nice.
Yep. If you got a fever, you go home.
It was about
Nice.
an hour into my shift, but
Yeah.
everybody's wearing masks, to be fair.
Yeah. What if you're at like a really hot grill?
I was in
doesn't-
front of a pizza oven.
Just kidding. I know how these
Yeah,
things
yeah,
use
yeah.
thermometers.
You don't know.
I
How do
know.
magnets work? Have you heard that ICP song?
No.
It's talking about yeah, how science is a lie and how magic is real. They're just like, how do magnets work? I don't even know. Like some shit like that.
Oh man, ICP.
They gave a lot of really sad kids a group of friends. You know what I mean? Even if they're internet friends, at least they gave them somebody to feel related to.
That
or
is-
relatable.
You're a glass half full kind of guy.
ICP has their place in the world because I know those people and I've been friends with those people and I've done drugs with those people. You know, have I gone to an ICP concert? No, because if somebody sprays fucking Faygo at me, I'm gonna have a hard time not fucking them up.
Yeah.
Like, don't make me sticky, bitch.
Yeah.
If I spill shit on
God.
myself, that's on me.
What's Faygo? Just like rebranded Mountain Dew?
It's just
a
sugar water,
Fucking, yeah.
orange.
Orange.
They have
grape,
different colors. Yeah.
Orange, grape.
Oh gosh, the
Fucking-
power of music.
Yeah, man. Just angry kids. Yeah. Maybe some of them are rich, some of them are poor. You know, some of them have meth parents, some of them have unavailable business parents, you know, but they all have this one thing in common that they don't feel loved. And they
Good.
like clown makeup.
Yeah.
All right. We should go to a ICP show when quarantine's done.
Yeah, we should go to a gathering.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Yeah, let's get real.
They have a gathering of the
Yeah, you
Juggalos?
could probably
Yes.
make a considerable amount of money engineering. And nobody's going to spray Faygo at the board.
Fuck no, nah. You know, what we could do is make a Wait, didn't they already make a documentary?
They hire comics and shit. I'll go do comedy for Juggalos. Let's do this. I
Yeah.
feel like they'd get me.
Oh, dude, they'd love you, dude.
Yeah,
They love douchebags.
You got any Juggalo jokes?
exactly. Not yet.
No.
If I get invited to the gathering for a sum of money, you better believe I'll have some Juggalo jokes. I'm
Yeah, you're damn right.
going to start listening.
What's your price for the gathering of the Juggalos?
$10.
$10.
Damn, I was gonna say 500, but I think they would pay that. I don't know why, but
I think they
got
would.
the money, dude.
Yeah, they hire giant headliners.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
these big comedians
yeah.
go to the gathering every year, and
Yeah.
most of them have this similar consensus. Like, it was pretty all right. Like, did you see some of the nastiest people doing some of the nastiest shit you can imagine? Yeah, but everybody was nice,
But everybody was nice about it.
and that's all that I care about. I went to a rainbow gathering and a lot of naked folks. Not one anybody wants to see naked. Just fucking
Oh.
disgusting individuals, but they were nice.
Damn, I forgot about Rainbow.
Rainbow.
What the fuck is Rainbow?
It's a hippie.
It's
Gathering of
yeah, it's
sorts.
a weird hippie gathering. There's all kinds of stories surrounding the Rainbow Gathering too.
In Colorado?
It's
It changes every year.
nationwide.
Yeah, it was
okay.
in Cuba, New Mexico one year, and that's when I went.
What?
Yeah, and the Jimenez.
Yep.
Yep.
Nah, that's hilarious.
It was sick.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude. Like, we just took weed, traded it for food, fucking everything.
Yeah.
Worked out great. Just
Nice.
traded joint for anything available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all barter system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. No money. Crazy.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like fun though.
It was pretty fucking cool.
So how did they get their name? Was it because of like the jewelry or the beads or something like that?
The gays. Sorry. I think the rainbow gathering existed before the gays took over the rainbow.
It's been going on for many years now.
Yeah. When did the
Hmm.
gay folks take over the rainbow?
I don't know.
Like the rainbow flag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
It used to be. Joe Rogan has a bit about it, but it used to mean a pot of gold and leprechauns. Now it means butt fucking.
And now it means gay pride.
I love gay people. Gay pride.
Oh man. Oh yeah, they're probably not gonna have. When do they have their? They have a big festival here, don't they?
It's supposed to be in June, but it got canceled due to
Ah.
COVID.
Ah,
They did a
yep.
Zoom thing. I was trying to get one of them on. One of my buddies that's involved. He's a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get Dylan on to kind of promote it, but everybody just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah,
Just kind of snuck up on me.
That's gotta be tough having a virtual gay pride festival.
Yeah, but it's like ICP, man. Everybody's sad and lonely, and then they get to see their friends for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably fun. I've heard like gay festivals are the best, like one of the best places to do comedy. Like from Elliot and Kate, like they've performed there. Loved performing there, dude.
Dude, the people that come to comedy regularly regularly, like the most regular people at comedy in this town are gay people, and
Yes,
they're
that's true.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like when we started the balcony, our entire audience was comics and gay people,
That's true.
and a few trans people.
Mm.
Killing it.
I always like Dave Chappelle's skits surrounding the gay community.
Oh yeah, he's the best at it.
By far.
He's always like, I've said a lot of things about a lot of groups of people, but there's one group of people that really hate me.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. He's probably just making it up as part of his
tease.
bit.
The tease. Yeah.
The tease.
The T's? The transgenders?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The T's and the LGBT. That was his whole bit, right?
Yeah.
It was about the
They were all,
L's and the
they were all
G's
riding
and the
around in the
B's.
car.
Oh, man. That dude is just genius.
Mhm.
Absolute genius.
He won the Mark Twain Prize this year. That's pretty
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. Did you see that show?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was brilliant.
It was great, man.
It was really good to watch.
all the like the comics that like
Spoke.
went up and spoke, man, killed it too.
Neil
Mhm.
Brennan was
Mhm.
powerful.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that was good.
So, have you guys heard of that that conspiracy theory that Dave Chappelle was murdered but cloned, and the Dave Chappelle that's running around now is not the real Dave Chappelle?
No, I have not heard.
Sounds
that.
like something you'd hear on Infowars.com.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
That's
conspiracy.
an Alex Jones thing. All
There's a
day.
conspiracy theory that he was cloned and yeah.
Cloned, huh? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
No. Can't say I believe that one.
I can't say I do either.
I don't think a clone could pick it up as fast. That takes
No
years and
fucking
years.
way.
Like every movie I've seen with the clone's dumb as shit when it comes out.
Yeah. It's like a physical cloning. It's not like a whole. I mean, I'm guessing
That's what I've seen in
it
movies.
can't take your whole personality and abilities to write the best jokes in the world. I don't know.
I don't know the science behind cloning, but if I did, I'd clone a few people.
Yeah.
Who would you clone?
would you
This is
clone?
a fun
Yeah.
segment.
Well,
Who would you clone?
Yeah,
I would clone Brian for starters because he's always too busy to fucking hang out. So I'd be like, all right, I'm cloning Brian. Brian, you're hanging out with me. Okay,
And
you're
you're gonna go work.
and
That way you can hang out more.
and then I'd also clone. Well, obviously I'd clone myself because I would love to be in multiple places at one time. And then eventually I'd have to kill my clone though, and then it'd be a whole Hugh Jackman movie.
Yeah, it'd be like Gallagher too.
Gallagher too. I haven't seen
Just
that
for
one.
Gallagher was this comic that would like smash pumpkins and shit.
Watermelons.
That's the one. With
Watermelons.
hammers on stage. And he got really famous, like a nationwide act, And then he got tired, so he basically gave his act to his brother, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was just Gallagher 2. But then Gallagher wanted to come back because Gallagher 2 was doing great. And it turned into this whole fucking thing.
Fight.
Where it was basically what you're talking about. Where he's
He
just
kill his
like,
brother?
no, I love this, dude. I don't know if he killed his... I don't think so.
Probably not.
I think I'd remember that part of the story.
What I was referring to was that magician movie with Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
I
And
can't think of the name right now.
He got
I know
that
what you're
machine
talking
from Nikola Tesla.
about.
He traveled out here to Colorado, up into Colorado Springs,
Mm-hmm.
where Nikola Tesla was doing all of his experiments, and he hired him to build a cloning machine for him, and then he'd clone him and use him in his magician routines, and then
That makes so much sense.
and the clone would fall down through the stage into a glass box of water, and suffocate and drown.
Every time?
Yeah.
Every show?
Yeah, every show.
Well, that's how you keep them dumb. You got to recycle them quick before they learn.
But you know what? The clones were pretty, with it, just like the original, just, smarts. and-
Cognizant.
yeah.
They weren't like, "Duh,"
Yeah.
like, because that's mostly how cartoons go. Like,
Yeah.
the clone doesn't know how to talk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, infant
It's
mind.
like a new infant. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think their capacity for learning is crazy.
Yeah.
Exponential
Yeah.
is the word.
Dave, who would you clone?
Yeah.
That's a good question. It's not too many people. Uh,
I clone Halle Berry.
Would you clone your wife and have her talk in a different accent?
what?
Because then you're still fucking your wife, but it's like a different version.
I would clone my wife just to have a backup wife
Hmm.
for sure. Just put her in the closet and turn her off.
I don't know if you can turn clones off. Why not
Okay.
just hold on to some of her DNA
If
and
you
then
could-
clone her when she dies?
Okay, movie
And you get
concept.
the young version.
Yeah.
Movie concept. In the future, there will be cloning processes available to the general public, and people will be cloning people. And, you got to get their consent, and then you could just build a whole action drama around that.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't have enough resources to barely sustain what we got going on now. I feel like if just anybody could start cloning motherfuckers, that would get shut down.
Oh, dude.
Immediately.
Talking about the movies, okay? we're in 2085.
Right.
We eat digital
We
weed.
went through a fucking mass extinction,
Yep.
possibly asteroid or COVID related. And then, cloning machines happened because somebody thought to save the smart people. Or the smart people were just smart enough to save themselves. They
Yes.
have bunkers and whatnot.
All the elite, all the 1%.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of smart people that aren't the 1%, though. But I think Dick Cheney might be like, get those Germans.
Yeah.
We already were.
Would
Get
it
those
be-
Germans.
I
Yeah.
know.
After World War II.
That's how we got to the moon, James.
We were like,
Yeah.
get those Germans. We're going to use all their science.
Yeah, the same guy that is responsible for the fucking, like, half of the nutrition in the population. Something Haber. Vincent Haber. Whatever. But it's called the Haber method, how they extract nitrogen from the air and put it into the ground, right? That same guy, if he was alive today, would be tried for crimes against humanity. He also won the Nobel Prize
Fucking nuts, dude.
because he created Zyklon A, which is what they used to gas the Jews. Well, Zyklon A had a scent because he wasn't the worst person in the world. He was also Jewish, by the way. German Jew. Yeah. But he created Zyklon A, I think as a pesticide initially. And then, like, gnarly Nazi side of science figured out
they
how
just
to...
amped it up.
No, they figured out how to take the scent out of it. So you didn't know you were being poisoned. And that's
Yeah.
Zyklon B. But the same guy that's responsible for why we can feed as many people as we have,
Yeah.
also just responsible for so many Jewish deaths. And he was also Jewish. And his wife left him when she found out. She killed herself, actually.
Damn,
Oh,
when she found
wow.
out he was Jewish?
No, when
Oh.
she was Jewish.
Oh, I thought you
When
said
she
wasn't-
found
I
out-
thought you said she wasn't Jewish.
No, when she found out about the gas.
Okay, yeah.
And
what
he
he
was
was
like,
doing.
I have to go back to work.
Right.
And it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
concentration camps has already started and shit. And so she just fucking, I think she shot her
Offed
kid
herself.
too.
Oh, my
Shot her
God.
kid and herself.
She wouldn't want to leave her fucking kid with a monster
Well,
like
she was
that.
Well, the kid was going to probably end up in a concentration camp or
Well,
something.
that too.
It was so bad that this lady was just like, you're working with them?
Yeah.
Just fucking boom.
Oof.
I think it's Vince Hopper.
What a douchebag.
That's intense. That is intense.
I've been
I couldn't
Have you
even
seen,
imagine. Begin to imagine what those people went through.
What's the Nazi hunting? Hunters.
Hunters,
Yeah.
yeah,
On
Al Pacino.
Prime? God damn,
Yeah, that was
It's
really
good.
good.
I enjoyed the
liked
shit
it.
out of that.
You know, a lot of people had problems with that show.
Yeah, Cat did.
and
Jewish
and
people?
they couldn't historians, Jewish people, and it was like seriously just fake.
Right,
It was
right.
over
a lot of it was
over the top.
No, it was based
Fake.
on some people that were like tracking down Nazis in America, but it wasn't that.
But they
it
blew
wasn't
it-
fucking Al Pacino.
It was loosely based on
Yeah.
them. I mean, they were like the idea.
Dramatization.
They were the idea for the drama, but then they just ran with it, dude. It wasn't.
Oh,
that
yeah, heavy
historic-
dramatization.
Yeah, it wasn't
Heavy.
historically accurate like that.
It wasn't
It-
supposed to be historically accurate. It was.
I know. I think
wasn't
people just.
meant
I think
to.
people just thought it was. Like,
Well, it
supposed
still
to
says
be.
based on a true story.
I know.
Does it?
It does.
Yeah, based is a loose
Very
term,
loose.
though.
Well,
yeah, they should probably pull.
It was
that.
just hard. It was hard for Kat just because like it would make her start crying when they would go back to like the
I almost
flashbacks
cried.
of like concentration camps and stuff, and like she's
I'm
like,
a super sentimental person. Like I probably did cry at least once during
man,
that series.
it is so hard to watch.
fucking intense.
You know, and then she's like, I got relatives that were there and
Yeah.
shit. So like she's just
Mm-hmm.
like, it's cool, like cool premise. I like the idea of Jews hunting Nazis. It's great, but it's
good.
unbearable to
Yeah.
watch for her, dude. And
So
I
you just
get
watched
that.
it alone?
I watched it by myself, yeah. And it was still hard
That
for
sounds
me. It
lovely.
was hard for me to watch too, man.
There's another Nazi show that I really love. I actually like it more than Hunters.
What's that?
But it's also super dramatized, and The Man in the High Castle.
Oh, I started that, dude.
Haven't seen it.
That one's sick.
Yeah.
and that one is clearly just
That's Philip K. Dick.
not
wrote
not
that.
based on history. It's a complete altered reality.
Based on a book.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
by Philip K. Dick. He
Okay.
did like these weird, abstract stories, but like poignant at the same time. And that
It was cool.
it was. I think I watched the first season, or maybe I got like halfway through the first season. But I think there's like 3 or 4 of them now, isn't there?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
And they're all really. Oh, dude, I don't
great.
know why. You
They're
know how
so
sometimes
good.
you start a show and you just stop for no reason.
Yeah.
Like that's what I did with
And
that.
you just forget.
I forgot about that show until you mentioned it. Yeah,
Dude, go watch them
was-
all, dude.
Yeah,
They're sick.
yeah.
The whole series is
Cool.
dope. Really dope.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. Man in the High
I keep getting
Castle.
distracted because those 2 colors on those wavelengths right there are like the same exact color as James's beer. Even though
You got the
you see what I'm saying.
hazy teal. as
Yeah,
your
the
color
hazy-
today.
If you're in Durango, Colorado, go to Scott Brewing and get yourself a hazy.
Or
damn
Steelworks Brewing and get a nice, refreshing Colorado Kolsch.
Or get the Russian-owned Budweiser.
Bud Light.
The Russians.
The Russians.
That's German.
No one,
Yo, by the way,
no one believes me that Russians own Budweiser.
I mean, do they?
I
It's
could've sworn
probably
they did.
pretty easy
I'm
to
almost
find out.
positive you told me, and I Googled it, and I was like, "You're an idiot." And then
What?
You think that happened?
We should look it up. Who owns Budweiser?
I mean, a lot of people probably.
It was Anheuser-Busch, but wasn't it?
I don't know. We're gonna look this up.
Yes, it was, Dave.
Okay.
Yes, it
okay.
was. And if Russians own it, they own part of Anheuser-Busch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The company. Yeah, you guys should talk about something else.
All right. What else are we gonna talk about?
I don't
We went
know.
through. Did we ever get an answer about who you'd clone?
Oh, well, I mean, I was kind of along the same lines as what Brian was saying about there not being enough resources now. But you're talking hypothetical, like that's not an issue. Who would I clone?
In a perfect world.
Probably. Oh God, that's toughy, man. Oh, maybe I would have gone. I would.
You're
Yeah.
wrong.
Anyway.
It's not.
Who
it's
owns
not-
The Belgians.
The Belgiums.
Oh, the old Belgies.
Okay. I was wrong. I was
That's
wrong.
better than Russians.
I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Now I feel like I'm not being tapped every time I drink a beer. Nobody trusts the Russians.
By the way, dude, I was just thinking, it's 1,000,000 degrees in here,
Uh-huh.
so I'm probably just gonna leave a little bit early and go home into my air-conditioned house to do that show at 7.
Yeah, once we open the door, the air conditioner gets in here. I
You
mean,
open
you
the
can
door?
open the
Yeah.
door, check it out. Let's see how
No,
loud it is.
I know, but I don't want it to sit in here for 2 hours when I can.
can feel the air coming from underneath the door.
Yeah,
That's better.
but just so you know, I'm probably gonna leave at like 6:30. I think that's a better move for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's nice.
That's
Yeah, that
really
is
nice.
so much nicer,
That's
dude.
nice.
And it's not even that loud. Nobody's here, so
And
nobody's
it just like I
watching
thought about it, it's
TV.
like kind of awkward, just me sitting back here listening to this.
Well,
and
I would
doing-
probably watch it.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch it anyway. That's why I
okay.
was like, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I might just go home and be comfortable.
That's fine.
More comfortable. I'm all right. I mean, I
You
guess
can get drunk at home.
I can get drunk at home. I guess I'm probably a little nervous, so I'd rather be as comfortable as possible.
I get it.
Yeah.
The old Zoom comedy show.
Yeah, I've never
It's
done one.
fucking weird.
It's my first one.
Yeah.
It seems weird.
Brian, you did one, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2, I think. I think I'm gonna do another one too. I think they have like a before the
Like a
finals. I think
semifinals?
they have like a all the people that didn't get voted in. They pick their favorite from each week, and they're all gonna do a week and compete to go to the finals. You know?
Okay.
Sweet.
So they pick like one comic every week that didn't get voted in,
Uh-huh.
and then yeah, I just happened to see some people, and they told me from the point. Yeah, that's who's sponsoring it or running
Yeah,
it.
it's so crazy. Like, I mean, there's comics from a lot of them are from New
Most of
York,
'em.
and most of them from New York. But how do they know about Durango 92.9?
I don't
The
know.
point.
Well, there's a lot of comics in New York that probably aren't making any money or doing any shows.
There's got to
and
be some sort of connection though between
Yeah, they probably
somebody here and
put out
somebody
feelers.
out there. Yeah.
yeah, the fact that it's mostly New York, it's not like I'm from Wisconsin. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like Colorado, New York. It seemed
Yeah,
like
pretty
mostly.
much.
Well, they're on the heaviest lockdown for sure, so
Yeah.
they're probably like, damn, is this what it feels like living in Colorado? Away from everyone?
Yeah. No shit, dude. No kidding.
Like, yeah, but the scenery's better, bitch.
It is. It is.
The
I rode my
weeds
motorcycle
way
to the
better.
mountains.
The weed's better, the scenery's better, theirs better.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I had the balls. To
Actually, just kidding. It sucks out here. Don't come out here.
Oh yeah.
You wish you had the balls. Oh, am I playing footsie with you?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, the cord was touching me.
Oh.
I wish I had the balls to just like, what's it called when you take drugs across state lines?
Traffic.
Traffic. A shitload of weed to New York because I feel like I could kill it.
Oh yeah, you could, and you could make it. You could make it.
When
But
is
not right now? It'd
when
be
is
stupid.
weed gonna be federally legal? I feel like that's gonna be soon, within the next 10 years.
Yeah, that's a long time though.
Not really.
I know in the whole fucking scheme of things, but I've only lived almost 3 of those, 10-year sections, and it's a long time. Think about how dumb you were when you were 20.
Well, I was pretty dumb.
I was a fucking idiot.
I probably wasn't as dumb as you were, though.
Probably not. Probably
Sorry.
not.
I've been taking jabs at Brian all podcast. I'm waiting for him to get me good.
Well, he gives you he jabs at you off podcast, so it's the least you can do, dude.
Yeah, do it when it's recorded. Where I sound like a good person, you sound like a piece of shit.
What?
Well, that's what the listeners need to know. James is strictly getting back for off-air comments that Brian makes unnecessarily.
Just like, payback's a bitch, motherfucker.
On my platform. Thanks, man. I'm fine with it. I don't give a
So,
shit.
Dave, did you know that Brian and I used to have a podcast together?
No, I
Yep.
didn't know. I thought this was the first one. Cool.
No,
What was it
I
called?
taught Brian how to podcast.
That's what's up.
Well, he
Just
taught
kidding.
me how to record a podcast.
I taught him how to record. I didn't
Got
teach
you,
him how to
got you.
podcast.
Yeah.
How long did y'all do that for?
A year, maybe, if that.
Yeah, but like once a month.
Uh-huh.
There's like 12 or 15 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
What was it called?
It's called Colorado Calling.
Colorado College.
Mhm.
Yeah. The premise is basically, I wanted to interview artists, freelancers, entrepreneurs, business owners,
Uh-huh.
just like people who are like living a kind of not a normal lifestyle and chasing after their dreams.
Okay.
And
right on.
then getting down to like the nitty gritty of it, of like, we heard their success story. Now tell me the hard shit. Like, let's.
Dude, Trina Willie would have been a perfect guest on that podcast.
Right. I have a similar premise for mine. I mean, if I'm going to interview somebody, I'm not interested in talking to somebody that just does normal shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
You got to be
guess-
chasing something.
Yeah.
Comedy,
but,
music.
So I got do you know who Charlie Tuna is?
Yeah.
From
the
Jurassic-
rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He
did
did our
our intro.
He did?
Yeah.
How'd
It
you
was
get
sick.
that?
I worked with him.
He engineered a show.
I've mixed 2 of his shows.
Right on, dude.
And on the second one, after like we had a rapport, I was like, "Hey, Mr. Tuna," and he's like, "You just call me Charlie, man. It's all right."
Yeah, he's got that deep voice.
I was
dude.
like, "Will you do a plug for my podcast?" He's like, "Yeah, of course."
What?
It was dope.
What a cool motherfucker, dude. That's
He's
awesome, dude.
Yeah. I need to get that going. I'm always telling Brian, I need to start that up again, and he's like, "You always talk about
For a
it,
year,
but
he's
you
been talking
never-
about it.
but you never
Maybe
do."
since we started ours, me and Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James has been like, I got to start that podcast again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wanted to have a podcast, man.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
your dream, really.
Yeah.
You just wrangled me in to show
Yep.
you some of the
I
recording
knew James
things.
had the mics, the software,
Right,
everything we needed.
Yeah.
Seemed like the perfect person. And we were hanging out a lot.
Yeah, yeah. That helps.
Yeah.
It's easy just to be hanging out. I mean, how many times have we done that? Just been hanging out, grilling food, and being like, fuck, you want to go podcast real quick?
Yeah, we got to do one this week at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well knock it out.
Nice.
No doubt.
So, are you still going to Phoenix?
I doubt it, man. I mean,
You
not
staying
this
too?
year, dude. I
Yeah.
don't see the point because I got a good, secure job during this whole thing, like, if I... That based on what Brian was saying earlier about the resume thing, I don't think on his normal circumstances I'll have trouble getting a really good job at a restaurant down there. But with all this going on, with limited capacity, that's a lot less employees necessary. I bet all these places like Steamworks are gonna
Have
hang
reserves.
on.
Yeah.
They're gonna hang on to their good people, and probably not bring too many outside people on. And plus, also just it's wild down there right now, man. Just
bet.
And there's no point if you can't do
Yeah, what I want to do.
fucking 10 shows a week, like 6 at least,
that's
you know?
why I was going.
But
it was just for
yeah,
that.
if it's like 2 mics a week,
Mm-hmm.
might as well stay here where everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We have friends, you know?
and we're still getting up at least once a week. I mean, then we do podcasting, and then
Mm-hmm.
like these Zoom shows. I mean, if these keep going, technically I have 3 shows this week if you count the podcast.
There you
because
go.
of that Zoom mic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's probably more than I'd get down in Phoenix right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phoenix
I don't
is
know.
a tough market.
But I want to get down there, man. I'm not stoked about the heat in the summer, but I'm mostly inside anyway,
Nice,
typically.
nice. I went to school down there.
Yeah?
Hot.
Unbearable,
Fucking
huh?
hot, dude.
You're
Jesus.
also an outside person. You walk a lot.
Yeah, I like to be outside.
Yeah.
I like to be outside. Don't like to be inside.
I think I could
Oh, okay.
adjust to being inside for 3 months, you
Mm.
know?
Yeah.
Where
But
it's
is it-
just shit. You know, go out early morning, take the dog for a walk and shit like that. But
you acclimate. You acclimate. I
Right.
mean, I was outside. I was on Camelback Mountain hiking in like 100-degree weather.
Yeah.
Like you still get out and do shit. But once you start getting the heat waves up to 110,
120 and stuff.
115,
yeah, it's supposed to be like
120.
114 tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
my
That once you
God.
start getting there, that's when you're like, okay, what are we doing inside
Shelter.
today?
But I just can't imagine how great the winters are.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Grow
beautiful.
green chilies. Fucking. That's all I can think about. I just want to grow green chilies in the winter. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's December, Brian. What'd you do this winter? I farmed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's my goals, dog. Life goals.
Oh,
That's
man.
like, it reminds me of South Florida. I mean, during summer is brutal just because more humidity than anything.
Humidity
But
sucks.
goddamn, those winters, man, it's just unreal.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Made it worth it. That's why I
Best
was
weather.
there for 5 years.
It's like here for 5 months. It's just
yeah,
perfect.
like right now.
Nice.
A little hot now.
I wonder if the rave scene is still bumping in Phoenix. It probably is. I mean, I went through a rave phase
There's a
when
lot
I
of-
was down there.
I think I've gone through a rave phase. Have
Yeah.
you, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Ecstasy, LSD, things of that nature.
Oh, yeah.
And raves.
Yeah, and well, that's where you find all said things, and those are the most fun places to do those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you about that one where the cops busted in on?
I don't know.
Me and a good homie who we both know. We were at a rave in downtown Phoenix, and all of a sudden, the music, while the music's playing, the big old bright lights just go on, and these warehouse doors fucking swing open, and cops ride in on Clydesdale horses.
What? Like a Budweiser commercial?
It was nuts, dude. They were on these huge Clydesdales, and they were throwing tear gas into the warehouse. Like they were just
Rude.
clearing it out. Yeah, and
Wow.
we got out of there. We managed to get out of there without
Sounds
getting,
like Graham.
getting arrested. Well, I'm not gonna say any names.
He's not. worried about it. He literally DJs raves.
Well,
Just
Yeah.
because the cops busted it didn't mean you guys were doing anything wrong.
He was just making a few bucks.
oh no, this is long before his DJ days.
Oh, okay.
We were 18. Yeah.
It was
Gotcha.
Graham. Nice.
Damn, son.
Fuck! Damn it, Brian.
He will use
doesn't
his
give a
platform.
fuck. Graham's awesome. He would come
Yeah.
on here and tell that story way more incriminatingly.
Have you gotten him on the show yet?
No, we tried. I tried.
Man, we gotta
We've
get him on.
every time we talk, but he's just rarely in town. You know?
Yeah.
Got him rarely in Albuquerque
Yeah.
on
yeah.
purpose.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
Seriously. Hey, will you grab me this little pink can that's in there on the bottom shelf?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Dave's the best at getting beer.
Nice. I like this. I like podcasting. It's
Isn't
been
it
a while.
lovely?
Yeah, we're just
It's
chilling.
just calm and you can just have a conversation. People have been enjoying it. The last Instagram video we released is by far the most viewed video we've had
Nice.
ever.
Nice.
More than Tree Net Willie's yard, which I thought was gonna be the banger.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the Tree Net Willie clip, go check that out. It's fucking dope.
Couple of my friends were at Tree Net Willie's over this past weekend.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Our buddy
Keith?
Mason, he works with
Oh.
you in the kitchen.
Nice.
He DJ'd on the third
Oh, sick.
level, dude. It was sick, dude. Like those nets are
Oh, yeah,
incredible,
I saw a
dude.
post.
Did you see? Yeah,
I saw a post online about
I was
that.
like,
yeah.
damn, those things. I mean, I knew they're durable, but the whole
Oh, yeah.
all that equipment and everything, like,
Oh, yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I've seen, something smaller than one of Willie's levels holding like 20, 25 people.
Jesus. Yeah. It looked cool, man. There's like people everywhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many years or you might know
Like
this.
5
Wait,
that they got to be replaced.
no.
Oh. Go on.
That's not what I was going to say.
Slow down.
I wonder how many years he spent perfecting that craft.
Since he was
He
like
said he's been
19?
doing it 12 years.
No,
12
maybe
years.
17.
I think he was like 16 when he started.
yeah,
with
before
his,
he graduated high school.
Damn.
Yeah, because his cousin Crazy Pete, cousin or uncle,
Everyone's
no,
got-
Hippie Pete.
Everyone's got names.
It was Hippie Pete. Took him to a tree net in the redwoods that was like 100 feet in the air, and since then he was just like
hooked.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
All right.
There's beer in the fridge.
I'm just kidding. Thought the saying was a soda. A soda pop.
I thought it was a
beer's
Coke.
more fun.
Well, yeah. Either way,
That
I
was a
always say
Coke?
beer. Yeah.
was
Well,
a
that's what
Coke?
it was when I was a kid. But I'm from Atlanta too, so they say Coke for everything.
Oh, okay.
Where's
Coke,
Coke from?
Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Coke, soda, Pepsi, or
Pop.
Pepsi.
Give me a
Dude.
pop.
Think about
Pepsi's
that
different.
marketing. Just because you started a soda pop company in a city, literally in jokes, people don't say soda; they say Coke.
Yeah.
It's like Q-tip level marketing.
Yep. Or what's his Kleenexes. Kleenex is like people refer to a Kleenex like it's the name of an actual.
Paper tissue.
Yeah, but that's just the name of the brand.
Yeah, I always say
Yeah.
tissue.
Q-tip is cotton swabs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I say tissue also, but I've heard a lot of people refer to Kleenex the same way as like a Coke.
Cotton swab on a stick. A Q-tip.
Damn it! I was trying to mix cotton swab and kebab.
A cotton kebab?
Swab.
It's a cotton kebab.
Yeah, I was trying to call it like a swabab or something.
Didn't
And I think I'm officially high.
Nice. Did you take a hit yet?
I took one.
Oh,
Dave, I'm a lightweight with ganja.
Are you?
Yeah. Ask Brian.
to the point where we stopped letting him smoke at band practice
Oh yeah.
because he
Yeah.
couldn't remember his
Start
words.
fucking up.
I couldn't. Hey, in my defense,
He always
I
played
wrote-
guitar beautifully.
I wrote like 30 songs and lyrics and shit, so we'd start running through stuff, and I'd be like, I don't remember that
That's how I feel
Yeah.
about jokes.
Oh yeah.
But there's
yeah.
no joke practice. It's all fucking in front of a crowd almost.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, you can run through it, but if I do it too many times, I'm going to fuck it up.
Yeah, I went through
On
my set
stage.
for tonight like a couple times today by myself, and the second time went pretty well.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Good
fuck,
enough.
if I just keep doing this, it's just
Get in
gonna-
your head.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know the shit. You know,
it's got to make you a good writer, I expect too.
I'm
well,
it's the most I've
ideally-
ever written in my life by
Mhm.
far.
What, since becoming a comic? you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
I have
Yeah.
3 notebooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Has your style changed through the time you started being a comic?
I'm
Like
less
your style
embarrassing.
of writing, but you're writing because like you're sitting at home writing these, right?
Right.
And
well,
then you go out and perform them.
Right.
So, what's your artistic process of writing?
I mean, sometimes you only have a premise,
Mhm.
right? And if you're going to a mic that you know is not going to have a lot of people and it's going to be mostly comics, maybe, you throw it out there just to see if inspiration strikes and something funny happens,
Mm.
you know? And you record all those sets. But sometimes while you're thinking of a premise, it just keeps developing in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then once it hits that like point, you have to get it down or it will never be that way. It will never be the way you thought
Mhm.
that one time because it's
Mhm.
always just like a flash in a pan and then it
Yeah, yeah, and it's
like-
gone. Like
Kelly walks in and goes, "Babe," and it's just
Wipes
gone.
it out.
It's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the importance of trying things out on stage. And
Yeah.
it's called
Recording
writing.
everything.
Well, writing on stage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's why you record is because sometimes, man, you say the right thing and it lands, and you're like, holy shit, that's the joke. I need to go back and see exactly how I said that, and then you can write it down that way.
And it's probably like 30% on a good day, that come out right on stage when you only have a few words written down as a premise.
Shit, if that,
Yeah.
I feel like
On
less.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's generous. But sometimes, man, you get on a roll. Like, for a minute, I could just write down, like, some premises, and I got just comfortable on stage because we were
Mhm.
able to do it so much. And I was just tired of telling my fucking jokes. So I'd
Yeah.
have like a little silly idea to write it down, like a few words, and then on stage, some like 30% of the time it went well. You know, it was just like I got a new joke. That's rare.
How often during your set is there like some gold spontaneous inspiration that pops out between you and the audience, like
Maybe 10%.
epiphanies, you know, on the spot, and then you work it into your skit?
Maybe 10% of
that's-
sets. Maybe.
If that,
Yeah.
again, I think that's high, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on each person. Some people are like Drew Mitchell's been really good with crowd work lately, and he's gotten some stuff that if he's like recording his sets and listening to him, he should do exactly what you just said. Like take the things that have been coming out like just naturally with the crowd and maybe incorporating them, you know? Like sometimes it's hard. There's a lot to say about the people that can just off the top of their head bullshit with the crowd and make it hilarious and entertaining and not offensive to the people that they're probably making fun of, you know? Like that's an art. But
And
I
he's
mean,
intentionally
But
worked on
sometimes
that for a while.
it happens, and then you're like, oh shit, I can make. That's like one of those things where I can make it. I could use that in my act every time and just make it seem to the crowd like I just came up with it. That happens too, but that's tough, you know.
Nice.
Especially if your crowd's all comics that's heard it before.
Yeah, no doubt.
I see why you want to go to Phoenix now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Painful, man. Like, I'm definitely sharpening that sword.
Yeah.
And, like, when it came to, like, the Zoom show even, like, a lot of jokes that I haven't told around, you know, right after COVID, just because I wasn't attached to old jokes at the moment, you know? I was just trying to write new stuff and looking for inspiration on stage. But when the Zoom show came, there was one other Durango comic, and everybody else was from fucking New York. So it's like, might as well throw the bangers, you know?
Yeah.
Like the proven jokes,
Did
you
you
know?
do the powerlifter joke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the middle of my set, though,
Oh, really?
like a G.
Interesting.
What size audiences are you guys getting in town for the comedy? Like how
Man, they've been as small as like 5 people, and then I'd say maybe 30.
Yeah.
30? Do you guys think you can get like 100 rounded up for a show?
We've done it. It's the COVID, man.
Well, yeah. So you know, I'm
No,
just
if we
thinking
do a
for-
show at the
for
underground,
after COVID.
no, if we do a show at the underground, it's sold out, 150 people.
Well, there's this little theater room in the Smiley building that you could throw shows into.
In Albuquerque?
No, here.
No, Smiley.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Smiley building. There's a theater. There's like a little theater room in there.
Huh.
And they used to rent it out.
Huh.
You know, you could,
Sounds like a perfect place to do comedy.
it's interesting.
For a festival night?
Possibly.
Maybe not this year.
If we have a festival this year.
You guys should look into that.
Yeah, that sounds
It's a
great.
really
Is that where
cool
the
room.
Smiley Cafe is?
Mhm,
Okay.
Same building.
Okay.
Yeah. This room, you put 100 people. I mean, I think it holds 150 max,
Right on.
but it's like a theater style. It's got a little stage and
No, people
it's-
would love that shit.
Yeah.
it's a venue. It's a real big venue for a comedy show for Durango, anyways. And if you guys could fill that
Well, we used to
place
use the
up.
Strader.
Oh yeah, the Strader. I forgot about that. Oh, that place closed down.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yep. No mas. Rest in peace.
Oh, damn COVID.
So glad I started comedy when I did.
Yeah, dude. That's
So
a
glad I
fun-
did comedy in that venue before it was
too.
gone.
Nice.
Yeah, me too, dude. That was a fun place.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't done comedy at the Performing Arts Center, though, which is, if the festival can go on, is where it's planned for.
Right.
Where do they have that at?
The Durango Performing Arts Center?
DAC.
Across
Oh,
the
DAC.
Steamworks?
Oh, yeah.
Or Durango Arts Center?
Yeah, I know the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun room. It's very wide. It's
It's
a hard room to throw
so
shows,
wide.
concerts in.
It's great for drag shows.
Mm-hmm.
Great for Snowdown. You know, those kind of
It
shows.
could be good for comedy
It'd be
too.
better if it
you
was
just
a-
be going like this the whole night.
Yeah, it'd be better if it was a little
Yeah.
deeper. Like, almost if they just turned the room the other way. Like, the stage is gigantic.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
if they just turned it the other way, but then you'd have to elevate maybe.
Mm.
And they do elevate.
It is a wide stage.
The
Wide.
widest.
I mean, when I see some performers, you know, they're just looking at the whole theater, just like all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to stare into nothingness with, like, a weird face. That's how I do comedy.
Pull a Mitch Hepburn.
Love me some Mitch Hedberg.
That's who I was gonna say before that I would clone Mitch Hedberg if I could go back in time. I swear,
We need another one of
I
those.
miss that guy.
I bet he had great drug connections.
Oh, the best.
Well, duh.
Yeah, duh.
They were,
Super good.
yeah,
The best.
They were killer, dude.
Killer drugs.
Oh.
Can't blame the drug dealer on that.
No.
Wasn't fentanyl. Was it?
No, I thought it was
Heroin.
Heroin, yeah. I thought it was heroin.
That heroin.
The H. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here, Dave.
Thanks, man. Me too.
That stuff will wipe you out fast.
Sure can, especially nowadays.
With the fentanyl.
Yeah, with the fentanyl. Yeah.
Yeah, I just stick to the natural things. Oh,
You
and some
know,
acid.
Weed, cocaine, LSD.
And kimchi, dude.
If somebody's got MDMA,
Holy
you
shit.
bet your sweet ass I'm gonna partake. That is the most fun I've ever had on anything.
Dude.
A little bit of LSD, a little bit of MDMA. That's a party.
Yep.
Have you had Evan's batch of kimchi that he just made, the hot
No,
one?
he was supposed to bring me some.
Oh my god.
Just like you're supposed to bring me my
Dude.
goddamn bass.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot the base.
I know. Every time.
Okay, hold on. I gotta tell you about Evan's kimchi though.
Yeah.
It's like cocaine.
Mm.
It gets you that.
I
fucking
love spicy
jazzed.
food. I think for
It
that
gets you
reason.
so
It's
jazzed.
a bit of a stimulant.
It is. Yeah. It is. I swear, dude. Give me some
I believe
kimchi. Someone lays that line out and some kimchi. I'll be like, I'll take the kimchi.
I mean, nobody's saying you can't do both, are they?
No, yeah, you could do both, sure. Okay, if I had to choose one or the
Oh,
other,
okay.
I would take the
Because
kimchi.
that would be my style.
If
I
they-
would like some
if they
kimchi
gave me
and
both,
some cocaine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
if
like-
that's okay.
Bump some kimchi. Oh, great, awesome. Both? Okay, yeah.
Cocaine and kimchi
Interesting.
would be a good album name.
Cocaine and
Yeah.
kimchi. Oh,
That's
Or-
what we should call this episode.
Yeah.
Cocaine and kimchi.
All right.
That's
Well-
magical.
if
Yeah,
you
it
haven't had some spicy kimchi, such as Evan's, you gotta get some, man. It's so good. I mean, once you break through the spice barrier, the high is just.
I know. That's why I eat spicy food.
Yeah.
I love
enough.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't afford cocaine. I can't
Yeah.
afford very hot chicken wings.
You suffer for a second. You
Oh.
definitely suffer. I mean,
love to
Oh, yeah.
suffer.
yeah. People are always asking me like, "Why are you eating such hot shit?" You look at you, you're suffering, and I'm like, "It's to get to what's after the suffering."
Yeah. You ever done mushrooms, bitch? It's not comfortable at first, but then you see bliss.
That's a good. That's a good analogy.
Exactly right.
That's
Yeah.
a really good analogy.
Mushrooms are not. The experience is not free. LSD is probably the most, like. Not only is it cost effective, but the physical price you pay is very low for what you get out of it. Whereas mushrooms, generally, there's some discomfort. You're going to go through
Anxiety.
a couple weird things before shit gets awesome.
Yeah.
Like so good you forget that your stomach feels weird. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been doing them for so long that's like I don't even get sick off.
just
of
part of
them.
life.
I don't. No, I never get sick off mushrooms
Yeah.
anymore at all.
I really
I don't have bad
I do
trips.
psychedelics like twice a year now.
Yeah,
I'm getting old.
I try to take some mushrooms at least like once every 3 months or 2 months.
Yeah, I was there for a while, but then I just got busy. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta fucking,
You gotta have a day, an entire day.
which is rare.
Yeah, you're a busy guy.
But now I think I'm working like 4 days a week, one double. That's
Yeah.
5 shifts, baby. That's 3 days off. I could figure out a good trip day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
My birthday is next Friday. We
I
might
know.
be
Are we
going to
going
LaPlace
camping?
Canyon.
We're going.
I don't know. I work on the weekend, which means Kelly can't go, but we might have a blast.
Well, boys camp trip.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta check my schedule.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah.
time I was in La Plata was with you
Yeah. It's my favorite.
and
place.
Graham.
Yeah.
I forgot Graham was there.
Yeah, he was also at that rave where the cops busted in Clyde.
Oh yeah, Graham was there too.
You guys want to take a 5?
Sure, man. I
Take
only
a quick
got
5?
Yeah,
I
he's
got-
not got much time left. He's gotta go.
like 15, 20 minutes.
All
so I
right,
gotta
well,
go.
let's not take a 5 then.
Okay.
Let's ride this pony.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jump on
And then we'll
it.
take a break and y'all
Let's
come
do
back.
it.
Ride it. Ooh, who did a cover of that recently?
I don't know.
Someone- I
Someone
heard
did a dank cover of that
I
song,
heard it,
and
but
I
it-
was just like, "Yes, we're finally bringing back the '90s R&B."
Dude, who was that? That
As long
was
as you do it
really
right.
good.
We're
Whoever it was
gonna have
did
to
it
look
right.
this up. We're gonna have to look this up because that's a dope song. That was
Yeah.
a dope cover of that
We'll
song.
look it up right now.
It was amazing. Honestly, I would have to attribute most of '90s R&B to my music style. That's what I was really truly shaped by, and I never realized it until I thought about it. But it was a lot of '90s R&B.
Huh.
Is this the guy William Singe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nuh-uh.
No, okay.
No, I heard like a whole band.
Yeah, I heard a band too, but I don't know.
I don't think it was.
No, that's not that
person.
guy. I think this is actually an R&B cover.
I was thinking of another R&B cover to do earlier
Drax
today. but
Project.
I forgot. It was gonna be a really great cover.
Hmm.
Shit. And this is why I don't smoke pot all the time.
Well, you said you thought of a cover that would be a really good one
Earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And I was trying to
now
remember.
you can't recall.
Uh-uh.
You want some
no.
more weed, James?
No, I'm good.
Ah, come on. It'll be fun.
Oh, I do have this nugget of Skywalker. Have you guys smoked the Luke Skywalker strain?
Skywalker OG.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, there's probably only one Skywalker, right?
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lovely.
I just discovered it for the first time 3 days ago.
It's like what I tell you about a band I just discovered, and you're like, "Yeah, I've known about it forever."
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
The
pretty
shoe-
basic shit. Yeah.
Shoes on the other foot, motherfucker.
We all have our things we know about.
Yeah, I know. I just like using sayings like those whenever I can.
Yeah. Did you know Dave used to be a DJ
A DJ.
and a rapper? Or a rapper?
I made beats. I was never a DJ.
Oh,
Oh, you're a
sorry.
beat maker.
Yeah, I used Reason.
Well,
Reason.
sorry, your
Yes.
your email starts with DJ.
That's because it's my first and middle name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's even better.
you learned another
Just
new
like
thing
my
about that.
first and
Yeah.
middle initial is the same as Big Dick. I thought you were a DJ. You thought I had a big dick? Cool.
It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so you used Reason. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Started with Reason 3 and I'm up to like 8 now or whatever.
I loved Reason. When I first started getting into DAWs and stuff, I was using Pro Tools and Reason together.
Yeah, you rewired them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you rewire and then pump out some beats, and it's like, oh, this is fun.
It's fun, yeah.
A
And
lot
with the rewire, you can incorporate like live instrumentation with the, with the digital,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
which is nice. I never did that. I just used just the regular sequencer from Reason.
Mhm,
Made
mhm.
all
All the
digital.
samplers and the
Yeah,
and the,
I didn't really do too many samples. I wanted to I don't know. I liked writing melodies and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but then I would shape sounds and stuff.
Nice. You
Yeah.
do some MIDI stuff.
Not really, dude. I have a little bit, but I did it. I wrote it just
Okay.
like
You
know,
programmed it.
longhand.
Yeah.
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 I never had a MIDI keyboard. I have one now, but I don't have my desktop now. Like
Gotcha,
I'm just
gotcha.
like I have nowhere to set it. I have my desktop. I just have nowhere to set it up,
Mhm,
but I want to get that, I miss, but I got a laptop now. I could throw Reason on there,
Nice.
hook up. Yeah. I just need to do it.
Nice. I eventually abandoned Reason. It's still great.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
get me wrong. It's awesome. But I eventually left it and moved on to Logic. And
Okay.
then I started producing all my beats out of Logic.
And you like that more now?
I do. I like it a lot more. It just works better with my workflow and the way that I produce. So I absolutely love Logic
Perfectly
Pro.
fair. Yeah.
It's-
Cool.
It works for me.
I've just only ever used Reason. Like I'd never
Reason's
used
sick.
anything else. So like
Yeah.
it's branching out's hard when you're so used to something. But
totally.
I wouldn't be opposed to trying something else.
Oh, there's so many great DAWs.
Mm.
But what I remember about Reason is their sounds were dope.
Yeah.
Reason sounds sounded better than Pro Tools
Oh, dude.
shit. And
Yeah, their stock sounds are fire.
yeah.
Some real nerd shit.
Just nerding out on some production for a
Sorry
second.
I brought that up.
Dude, don't get me started on production and recording and shit. Fucking go for days.
There's probably a few production nerds. Our numbers went up in Germany, and I think all the Germany listens were on the episode called "Mostly Butt Stuff" with Quell Lund,
Nice.
which is fun.
Nice. Well, we're
She has a child.
we're
now.
speaking. Yeah. We're
She's a mom.
We're speaking on German microphones.
Yeah, the Sennheiser. I would drive a German car if I could afford it.
Oh man, you got to get yourself one of those SM7Bs though, bro. Get yourself.
We're gonna upgrade this winter. Our mics,
Fuck yeah, dude.
probably
just-
new cables.
Nerding out on gear now.
Yeah, I would like to upgrade, but it's bought a Harley, lost my job. Things are weird
Yeah.
at the moment, and the Sennheiser is very good.
Yeah, these are great.
These
I love
do
these
work
mics.
very well, dude.
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
real.
Which ones did I tell you to get?
The
935.
835.
Oh, it's the 835.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah. Affordable. Sounds great. They
Extremely.
got that like roundness on them.
Mm-hmm. That's why you told me.
maybe-
You were like, it's
maybe-
going to be the easiest.
Hold on. Maybe it's the pop filter too. Hey, 1, 2. Yeah. The pop filter actually kind of helps with a little bit of that broadcast sound.
It was mostly
'Cause-
to capture COVID.
This is where a lot more sibilance comes out without the pop filter. Okay, pop filter's going back on.
Never invite a sound engineer. on
And
your
we're
podcast.
back. What?
He's experimenting.
That's a good thing, dude.
I just wanted to hear what it sounded like without the pop filter, and that definitely contributes to that broadcast sound.
Good. That's what I was going for. Paid an extra $5 and
Yeah.
got a better sound.
Listeners, you want that broadcast sound? Go get a puffy foam piece of, what is this made out of?
Pubic hair.
What the fuck is it? Foam. You said it. Foam.
Foam.
Some sort of
some sort of foam.
Yeah, petroleum product. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Something. Yeah, not found in nature. Other than some fungi.
They're,
Fungi get a
they're
little
aliens.
spongy.
Dude, mushrooms are aliens.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fuck yeah.
They're on a higher level of consciousness than we are.
Or maybe they're just all connected and we haven't figured it out yet.
The mushrooms are all connected?
Yeah.
They are. It's called mycelium. The mycelium
Yeah, but that doesn't
network.
connect everything around the world. I'm saying I don't know. It's crazy. It feels it feels like ancient knowledge.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Especially when I'm around a campfire. Just like, whew. Definitely get some fucking caveman vibes.
Yeah.
Poking it with a stick. Smashing spiders and shit.
I think that might be part of like the psilocybin poison that's invading your body, and your body kind of it puts your brain in this upper mode of thought, in your body in like an upper mode of sensatory consciousness, if you will.
Mm.
That it also like engages the primitive part of you.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure. No,
So
instincts are
Hence the
the,
caveman.
running high.
yeah.
Fucking-
Everything's running
yeah,
high all at the
ears,
same
vision.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taste. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's intense. In a
And my
great
dog
way.
seems to be on another level when I'm tripping. She's on. Like,
Oh,
if
they
she's
know-
just
they know
around
when you're
here,
tripping.
she'll just walk off.
They know
You know what I
you're
mean?
tripping.
But we go out in the middle of the woods and I do some drugs. She's like a fucking watchdog at a prison. She just walks the perimeter. And you just like catch glimpses of her. She's right in the tree line, just
Yeah.
watching everything go down. Circles, bro. Then she'll just lay down on the edge of camp. Just
Oh,
like,
that's funny. Holding it
everybody
down.
cool?
Watching, yeah.
Do I have to fuck up anybody?
Well,
Has she ever like scared a passerby
I
while
mean,
camping?
I don't think while doing psychedelics. I mean, maybe some deer and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah.
that's not what you're hoping for. You know, you don't
Yeah.
want your dog to just chase a deer. That's not.
Oh, Charlie chases deer all the time,
I-
dude.
Yeah.
All the damn time.
Well, he's
I
huge,
stopped. I
too.
stopped trying to stop him. I was just like, he'll be back.
Just gonna
Yeah.
drag it back.
Yeah.
He would never. I don't think he could ever even catch one, honestly.
Yeah, that maybe a pack of him. Pack of Charlies would be dangerous. Actually, his dog's named after Charlie Tuna.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah. He's my hero.
Dude.
Hope he
he's
doesn't
a
mind I name my
badass.
dog after.
That's funny.
You know, the first time I saw him perform was the night that I took so many drugs. Oh my gosh.
Like a gentleman.
The most, like, it was just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Where
When
was
you
that at?
just open Monday through Sunday. You're like,
It was at a Rise Music Festival.
Okay.
I played Friday of that festival on
Uh-huh.
the main stage.
Uh,
And I got there and I was just like straight laced. Like we were playing on main stage. I didn't do anything. I maybe drank a couple beers.
uh-huh.
But everyone's like, come on, everyone's already letting loose. And I'm like, nope, I got to perform. Performed on the main stage. As soon as I stepped foot off that thing, I was just like, all
Time to
right,
get
what are we
fucked up.
doing? And
Yeah.
someone was like, here you go. I was like, thanks.
Yeah. That must have been fun.
So it was a blast.
That's
but,
how you know you did a good performance.
oh,
Like
man.
not everybody would be like, have some drugs if you sucked.
Yeah.
Like, ooh. No, so I saw Charlie Tuna perform with, was it, what's that one funk band jam, or, dang it. This is why I don't smoke pot all the time. I saw Charlie.
That's why you should smoke pot all the time, so you would build the tolerance and actually be able to be normal when you do it.
I only took one hit, mind you. It was just one.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, but yeah.
Galactica.
Galactica.
Yeah, Charlie Tuna was performing with Galactica, and I was sitting there, and everything was coming on really strong.
Uh-huh.
I was like just peeking on everything at once.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I just got to make it back to camp. And I walked like
That's always a fun thought.
half a mile back to camp, psyching myself the whole time, like, don't freak out, you're fine. Oh, it's all good. And I just
I know that feeling. Yeah, it's dark as shit, but everything's fine.
head down, looking at your feet, and just like not looking at anyone. Just
Well,
like
you don't wanna trip.
Get to camp. Yeah, don't trip. Get to camp. And then I finally got there, and two of my homegirls who were capping with me, they were sitting by the fire, and they were also tripping pretty good. And they're just like, James, come to the fire with us. And I was like, I got to lay down for a little while.
Yeah.
Zip. See you later. Went to my tent, laid down, saw fractals for a little while, rode the wave, and then got back out feeling better. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah.
And we're back, folks.
That's fun, man.
I would argue the come down is almost the best part of drugs. Like the communal part, like the peak is always relatively internal, especially on mushrooms for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like after the peak kind of subsides, the come down is some of the most fun I've ever had with friends ever. And the come up, when you
Yeah.
start getting the giggles and shit, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next 30 minutes you laugh, and then the peak happens.
Yep.
And then you got to deal with your demons. Or I do.
Or you just enter nirvana.
Or, I mean, it's kind of similar with my demons. Yeah, I like to get naked.
Fellas, I got to roll, man. I'm
All right.
sorry, dude.
Break time?
Yeah, take a
we
break.
can take a break. I don't know how much or how long we're going to come back for because 90 minutes is about...
Has it been about 90 minutes?
It's been almost 80.
Okay.
should
Oh,
we
you
say
want to just
our-
wrap this up?
Say the goodbyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
What do you have to promote, James? Anything?
Follow Bo James on Facebook.
Bo
yeah.
James.
Yeah, I'm
Bo
going to do
James.
some solo stuff, virtual performances.
Nice.
So, yeah, follow the music. Us musicians are hurting right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is,
Yeah.
dude.
Everyone is, yeah. Everyone is, for sure.
Yeah. Dave?
That's it. At Dave Laughs on Instagram and Twitter
Nice.
and Facebook.
Yeah, and you can find us at greenlightweekend@gmail.com, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube, GLW_podcast on Instagram. Yeah, and check out Dead Room Comedy. Big shout out to Ethan Esparza and the Chava people for the intro-outro music. We love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Later.
Adios.
Everything with cream cheese, orange juice, break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses, straight passion. My third eye active, watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit vocally. Hearing me locally, lyrically, know what I'm supposed to be, and I don't got no fear of me. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game, and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn the whack news to history. Let them do their thing, instead I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm rocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills. And imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals. Giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican. Beating my chest like, yeah. What my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke escape. PlayStation, he looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit, sit back and face this. Real type, I've been smoking instrumental playlist, chill in the cut. Now these small places, I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away.